Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on ballyspring. Right, so I've done quite a bit in between episodes. I think that guy, has he got stuck? I hope he hasn't. But I've used Courseplay on not this field, but two, well, this will be the third field now in total out of the 4 grass fields that we've rode up. So we are ready to start baling. I've also used Courseplay to do the weeding in the 3 maize fields. Now, you can see him just in the distance there. He's on the last field of them 3, and the other 2 are done. So we've smashed it out, really. We've done really well, but we've got a lot of hay baling to do. And I have decided that this time round, I'm actually going to do some square bales. I think it makes sense to do more on the square bale side because it's quicker, and we can be more efficient. They're easier to stack. So yeah, we're going to go with a square bale. I think it makes sense. So let's just set this last grass field up. Same settings, 7 meters, 4 headlands, because I find it's better because, you know, hedges on this map can be a bit disastrous. But yeah, we've got a lot of baling to do. But before we get to the baling, we're going to start tackling the fertilizer in the canola field, because I think it is the last chance saloon for that. We do need to start getting some fertilizer on the ground. I don't think it's the last chance saloon, actually. We're close, though. We need to do it. We're going to start doing damage as well, so we need to put narrow tires on. So let's get that done. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the map, just a bit of an update. I mean, it's a big day today. Court Farms has come out, so a lot of people are playing on that. It is an outstanding map. It really is. It's just immersive. That's the best way to describe it. It's so immersive. If you're from the UK and you like farming, that is the map for you. It's just like Carmson. You know, you feel like you're in a British farm and British surroundings. It's outstanding. Just like Ballyspring, it's a cracking map as well. Really good maps. So yeah, I'm delighted that it's come out and everyone can play it and obviously share their pictures. And yeah, it's great to see. It really is. But yeah, let's carry on. So you can see the weeds. There's a few little bits that have been missed, but I don't know if it's worth going and tidy that up. Maybe my OCD will kick off at me and tell me, come on, go sort that out. But I don't know. We might do. I think the main focus is obviously fertilizer. It's got to be, and baling, because we need hay. Cows are crazy, just crazy. They eat so much. So if we have a look at the nitrogen levels of this field, you can see there's a bit of a mixture. Them grass fields, I don't know if we technically do need to put any more slurry or manure down on that, because that's enough for grass. It is. So you don't need to really do that much. There's a spot there that needs a bit, but we could put it down. If we're getting full on slurry in the muck, we could just do it anyway, just to shift it. Yeah, I did want to put it down on these after I planted, but I was a bit too late on the maize. So we could go over it really, but I don't know. We might be able to. Let's have a look at our levels after. Let's focus on this here, getting that sorted, baling up this, and then we can figure out what kind of fertilizer we want to put in, especially 105, 110. Maybe 102 just needs a bit of spraying. It's not really too bad, is it? But yeah, let's get that done. Right, so let's go and get ourselves a sprayer. Now, we haven't actually got a liquid sprayer of any kind. We have used one in the past, but we leased it out. I'm sure of it. So the question is, we've got a lot of herbicide, a lot of fertilizer. It's what are we going to do? How are we going to go about this? Are we going to buy one or lease one out and then with the intention to buy? Should we go for the spot spraying technology? Should we go all out on that so we can improve our environmental score? I'm not entirely sure whether to either just lease one out for the meantime or, yeah, it's a difficult one, but I know I want to get some narrow tires for this tractor. And I also need to get a sprayer, a decent enough sprayer for doing the job. Because as you can see, that field there to the left that I combine into one big one is it's at that point where we're going to do crop damage, and we don't want to be doing that. We want to try and maximise on that field. It is going to be where we get our straw, but also some yield and eventually money. We haven't really even sold the soybeans we did the last time round, so that's some extra cash going to come in soon. We're at 150,000. Did lose a bit of cash because obviously I've been using Courseplay and all that, but then I kind of made quite a bit back from selling the milk coming into day 2 in May. But yeah, we'll have to have a look. Let's just go and have a gander first to see what we've got or as our options, and then we can decide if we're going to go all out and get something that's decent, and with the obviously spot spraying technology, because it's a lot of money to add that on. It definitely is. I think I have got a few mods that should have that as an option. We don't have to go with the John Deere sprayer, but yeah, we'll check. I keep forgetting about that weight. Got to stop driving here with a front weight. So when I actually have the chance to take it back, I haven't already got a front weight. Right, so let's figure this out. We'll see what our options are, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Right, so let's have a quick look then. Sprayers. What are we going to do? It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because obviously this is the big one. It's a lot of money for what it is. It really is. And there's the John Deere. Now, it doesn't actually look like a lot of money, but if we go and put this on, it's an extra 39 grand. It's insane. With, you may use 90% less herbicide, reducing costs and protecting the environment. Worth it? Is it worth it? That's the question. I mean, what would be good is if we could have it on one of these, but we can't. I mean, I'm pretty certain none of these have that option. None of them. I mean, it would be ideal, but it doesn't look good enough, does it, for that, really? But then again, these sprayers just seem way too big for what we need. They really do. I don't think it's going to be, you know, justified. I haven't even got the mod on, have I, for the spot spraying options on some of these, I don't think. Weed spot spraying on the Kubota, I've got that, but is it again 39? Yeah, we can't justify that at the moment, unfortunately. I mean, that hasn't even got it yet. If we did, it'd be 200,000 for that. I mean, that's, you know, you're saying something there, spending 200k on a sprayer. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather get one of these for 26,000 and then eventually, you know, upgrade. Ooh, do you know what? That's an option. That actually we can put that on. That's obviously a mod that's allowed us to do that, but I like it because, yes, it's 39 grand. It's a lot of money. It brings it up to 65. And we don't need the spot spraying yet because we're not doing weeds. Maybe we buy this now outright and then eventually upgrade it. And we could probably put it to 24. We don't really need anything else, do we? Yeah, let's go 24. I mean, 24 is still quite a big width for the size fields we're going to be putting this in. But I don't mind paying 35 grand for that, and then eventually, you know, when we've got the money, we can upgrade this with spot spraying, with the weed spot spraying. It makes sense to do that. So I'm going to buy this outright, which is obviously good because it means we're not leasing out anymore, and we've got the tool we need. And we definitely got liquid fertilizer, definitely. I should probably go and check that though, just to be certain before I say it. So we've got liquid fertilizer there, and we've got quite a lot of herbicide lying around there. So, yep, happy days. Well, it looks like it's done. Good timing there. So we can just cancel that off. And we'll scroll right back round and get hooked up and get back. I mean, we are going to try and do this fertilizer quick. I have just remembered though, do need to get these tyres on, definitely. I mean, there might be a better tractor for it, but why not get these tyres? We may as well. So let's customise this. We want wheel setup, narrow tyres for £1,000 on that. Job done. We have got the scanner already on this. As you can see they're on the wing mirrors. So that's good. So we can enable that as we're spraying this fertilizer in. So I'll get back to the farm, I'll get it loaded up, and I'll get out on the field and we'll get this done. Because it's, yeah, important that we do this. The good thing about precision farming as well, we only have to spray once. If we were doing base game, we'd have to spray twice because you can only apply one layer at a time and it kind of goes up to 50 and then to 100. So, yeah, precision farm is good like that. You can just apply what you need for that crop type in that soil type as well. So, saves us doing it again. And that is better for the environment because it's less fuel. So we are pretty much ready to go. I have got the sprayer all set up and it's full with the liquid fertilizer. I just thought I'd blast off this because I have wanted to do this for a while. I actually parked this planter up here, well, a few episodes back now to just clean off. So I thought I'd just quickly do that. And then it's all done. Job done. I fueled up the Valtra. Brought it back from the field. So this is what we're going to use for baling. It was in need of some fuel, so at least that's done. I have also returned the least mechanical weeder that we had. So I decided to get rid of that just because we're not going to need it now. We are going to move on to that spot spraying. I know it's... I mean, personally, I think the way that precision farming should be set up is that mechanical weeding should be what's best. Then you can do the spot spraying, for example. I just think it's more, you know, it's definitely better for the environment to do it that way. Think we can fit that through there? I hope so. I hope so. But yeah, let's get out in this field and let's get it done. At least all the fields are windrowed and tedded. There is one little patch that I still need to do, which is just this over here. I did mention in the last episode that what I was going to do was I was going to cut this grass here, like you can see that I've done, just because it's some extra grass. So I've tedded it. I just need to make sure that I row it up so we can bale this as extra hay. But all the other fields are rowed up, and you can see the rows are quite big, so we've done well. We've done really well. So let's get this opened and set up to go. It's going to be one of them where we have to use GPS because, yeah, it's difficult to know exactly where you've been. So I'm going to go around the edge of the field and then kind of use a bit of GPS. And that's probably the best bit. Right, so you can see that it's applying an auto amount to get us to where we need to be. I'm hoping that bit in the middle will actually register in between the fields. I'm hoping that that'll be the case, but when we find out, we don't want to hit that hedge as well because it'll cause us so many problems. It really will. But so far, so good. Straightforward job. Obviously, this is about the right size equipment now for this field. The other fields, you know, like the ones we got maize in, it's one of them. I'd probably want to use a bit of manure, probably I'd say is best for me to get rid of before it obviously gets too full. And then if we need to top up, we can always use this and spray some liquid fertilizer. Am I going to catch that? That was close. But we're doing alright. Not sure that field coming up will need much. It's already pretty much there. Right, so what I'll do, because I want to do a bit of a time lapse whilst doing the baling, I will crack on with this now. I'll get it done. Probably what I should have done, I don't think I've actually done it, is turn on the crop sensors. So we want to do that. That's what we want to do. Because if we didn't do that, we might have had an issue. Yeah, look, it's changed instantly. So yeah, we should have definitely had that on. I might have to go around that patch that I did before again. Just goes to show. It's easily done. Easily done and easily forgotten about. Let's just have a quick look at PF quickly. See if we can get it. You can see, yeah, it's definitely changed. Now, I don't know if that's just coincidence where we were with the soil map, but I don't think so. Because it says loam still. Now we might have to... There we go, we don't want to hit that. Right on the border there, we should have probably made that headland a little bit easier for us. It shouldn't be an issue whilst harvesting. Oh, right on the edge. So yeah, I'll get this done, and then I'll cut back in when I'm nearly done. Last little bit. Do you know what? Look at the amount we've used. It's hardly anything. That's not too bad. It really isn't. So that should be everything. Now, I have had a bit of an idea, and it's to do with bees. With canola, I'm sure we can get like a 5%, I know it's not much, but it is still 5% increase if we place some bees around the field. Now, I don't 100% know the radius of that, but I'm thinking it might just be worth placing some quickly now around the field and just see if we can give ourselves a bit of a kick, you know, a small 5% bonus. Because why not? We even will get a bit of honey to sell on the side. And obviously we're not going to focus much on it. It's just going to be, you know, something extra. But we could place it, you know, right on the headland where we've got a bit of a gap, maybe even more so, I guess. But let's just have a quick look. And maybe the best thing to look at first is the help menu. So place your beehives next to fields as the bees will increase the yield of canola, sunflowers and potato fields. Honey will be delivered to the freely placeable delivery area. Now that placeable area, does it have to be a certain distance away? Can we have multiple placeable areas? That would be ideal. That really would. So what we're going to do is we're going to try this out because I want to know. I'm even up for doing one. I'm even up for doing it in the potato field. I'm just looking at this. In the bottom right now, it says precision farming. We're in silty clay. Our expected yield is 88%. So we're at 1% down, weirdly. Whereas our yield potential is 89%. So that's pretty much there. I'm happy with that. But we want to get into the loam section because we're still in silty clay. Get over to the halfway point. So it should change. There we go. So we're at 122%. So we're 3% down from something. Don't know what it is. It might be mulching. Who knows? Who knows? But let's just place down some beehives. See what we can do here. Now it says here, location where honey is being generated. I mean, does it really matter how many we have? We don't want to spend a load of money. But if I got, for example, some of these, that would be pretty good. So where would be a good spot? That's the question. We could put it here. And then maybe we can put that just on the other side. I hope that hasn't terraformed horrendously. But it, see, I'm only allowed one of them. And does this have to be in a certain radius? See, oh no, that's just because of the land. I'm just trying to think if I put one in this corner. And maybe one over here. Just trying to think the best place to put these. Without, I mean, that's not too bad, is it? They come out from there. I should probably look at the slit where I'm actually sending these out. And then maybe at the bottom corner, like that. Well, that's not going to help me, is it? Looking at the slit because it comes from anywhere. So we've got pretty much 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we're doing all right there. We can't really put one right in the middle, can we? I'm just hoping that they will send to that. I hope it's not too far away. Now, we have got potatoes, but really, I don't know if I want to do too many of these because they are $4,000. Yeah, we've already spent nearly 20,000. You know, we can't do any more. That'll be fine. I'm happy with that. We're trialing it out, and, you know, it'll do the job. So, let's get some baling done. We'll start off at the field at the bottom, just because we're over here. But I think overall we're doing pretty well there. We might even get a bit of extra when it comes to our yield. Now, I will just quickly jump in the field again, just to see if it's jumped up by 5%, because I'm sure it's 5%. Or it might be like really small, like 2% or something. You know, if it is, then so be it. It's like a bit of extra. I guess it makes more of a difference when the field's massive. But yeah, we have got, like I said, we have got bees going crazy. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to stand here in real life. Yeah, I think it's worth doing just to try out. That extra bit of yield, we're just going to have to shift this out of the way. Now, this patch over here we'll do in between this episode and the next. I'll make sure I row it up and get it baled. And probably going to leave the bales out in the field, to be honest, and might use auto load because obviously it seems like we've got, you know, quite a bit, let's be honest. So probably don't want to faff about too much with that. But what we do want to do is we want to unfold this and get it all ready. But the bale size, I want to go for the biggest bale size. So we want the 240s because I think it's better. Let's start from here and we'll switch her on and then, yeah, we'll crack on. We have got a straw. Weirdly, we're going to have a straw bale fly out first. Well, we're not. It's changed to hay, thankfully. But yeah, we should have some good size. That one's going to be the 220 though. Just trying to figure out the best way to do this. I wanted to start on the up and downs, but I don't think we're going to make that, are we? So I'll have to miss a row. But you can see there's a lot of hay. There is a lot of hay in this field. The rows are quite hefty, so we should do a good amount from these 4 fields. I'm going to make a guess because I do like to do that just to see if I was anywhere close to it. I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess 70 bales. I mean, that's a lot. If we get 70 bales, I'll be happy from 4 fields. But I'm just going to make a guess of 70 bales. And these are the big size. So if we do get that many, it's even better. But I haven't got a clue, to be honest. It's just a guess. So I've done pretty well at times with my guesses. So who knows? I might be spot on. I might be completely out. But there is only one way to find out. So what I'll do is I'll stick it on a time lapse. If it goes on too long, I'll probably chop little bits out in between it just so it's not one long time lapse. I'll be doing 4 fields. I might do, you know, a time lapse of one of the fields, skip a field out, do the other field, and so on. But yeah, I'll make sure it's not too long. Usually the length of a song, so about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
Sunny day, right there you took my breath away. Young and pretty, was it just a dream? The next day you called me up, you told me I'm your little buttercup. You came over and you fell into my arms. Well, I know what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover. I woke up all soaked in sweat, with chills running down my neck. I'm going crazy from just the thought of you. A long blonde hair and your beautiful smile. Your sense of humor makes it all worthwhile. Don't make me wait, it's not a funny game. You know just what I feel. Please tell me your love is real. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. Hopeless lover. Hopeless lover. A hopeless lover. Hopeless lover. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, and I can't get enough. Can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, I wish that you were mine. I can't get
Right, so there we go. I've completed all 4 fields. I did do a time-lapse of the first 2, but the second 2, I just thought it was going to be way too long. I think I've been playing the game now for about, well, it's getting to about 2 hours. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Bales, I got, let's have a quick look at this. I'm sure it's got to be close, 65 bales. So that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Hey, you never know when I've done that other small section. That might make you up to 70, so I might have been spot on. But I'm happy with that for a guess, 70 to get 65 bales. And these aren't small bales. As you can see, they're 8,000 litres per hay bale. So we're going to be using AutoDrive to pick these up, that's a certainty. But I will unload them manually into the new storage area right by where the pigs are. We'll put the hay there, and we'll keep that section where we've got the circular bales. We'll just keep them for what we've got. If we do get, you know, if we've run out of space, we can always refill that with a bit of square hay bales. But we've got to, yeah, make room for the straw, which we should have enough for where we're already putting it. But yeah, not too bad. So, I don't know if you noticed as well, I was listening to the FM sim radio. I can't put it on right now because the music can be copyrighted in the video. But I don't know if anyone else does that on PC. I think it's really good. I think you've got there's quite a few options. I think it's another bonus of playing on the PC, to be honest, because I don't know if you'd have it on console, but it's basically a radio, real-time radio for simulator players. I think there's Truck Sim, FM, the simulator radio. There's loads of them, but they really do play some good music to play whilst you're obviously just chilling and playing the game. So yeah, definitely check that out in game. I use a controller, so I press the left back and right back button on an Xbox controller and then up on the D-pad, and it automatically brings the radio up like it would. But if you scroll across through the Giants bass ones, which are just obviously generic music that's been put into the game, eventually you'll get these channels that are obviously, because you're connected to the internet, you can listen to them. So it is actually worth doing. I don't know if anyone does do that, but I thought I'd just mention. I remember once as well, I did a kind of like a multiplayer server in my Discord, which I will be doing again soon. I'm definitely going to be doing another one soon. But a lot of people joined in it one evening, and we were having a few drinks, and we were putting in recommendations to the actual channel, and it was actually a really good laugh. So you never know, I might do that again soon. So if I do, I'll let everyone know in my Discord server for that. But yeah, overall though, pretty decent. Happy with the 65 bales. We've obviously done quite a lot of field work with Courseplay as well. We've sorted out all the weeds. We'll go to this one first. We'll just have a quick look. You can see no weeds. This one needed rolling. We missed out on that. That might be why we're the 2%. The 2 to 3% is from the rolling. Of course it is. Makes sense now. But yeah, no weeds. All good. These are growing quite happily. The only thing we need to now do in these fields is nitrogen. So 109 will be fine, but we will just go in there with the sprayer, probably in the scanner, just to make sure. And then 110, 105, and 102 all need fertilizer, and then all the crop fields are pretty much set there and ready. Got to do the hay bales still in 113, and then these 4 grass fields that we just chopped, when we got the hay out and unloaded, which I'll probably do in the next episode, we will think about maybe putting some, maybe slurry or some manure. It depends what we've got, really. I know we've got a lot of everything, but we could shift it on the ground, couldn't we? Because I know we did that in 105, didn't we? We put some slurry down in the potato fields as they were growing, so early stages. So that did help. We could even do it in 110, but I think the maze is too far along now for me to want to do that. But yeah, overall, pretty decent. Before I go, though, I want to give you a bit of a tip. Now, obviously, Bally Springs has got its own custom lighting, and it's taken from, I don't know if you've heard of the Relight mod. A lot of people have. It's really good. You can get it as a standalone mod that you can activate on your mods list, and then you'll get what we can see now, which is technically the Relight version of the lighting effects to this map. But if you download the additional settings mod, with Court Farms releasing now and Oxy's brilliant lighting that he's put into that map, we can actually get it on this map, and I want to show you how to do it. So basically all you do is have the map installed into your mod folder, so Court Farms. Go into the settings menu, and when you've activated additional game settings, you will get an extra tab, and it's this one here. This one, sorry, it's additional settings, and if you go down to, where is it? Custom lighting there. What it'll do is it'll take the lighting from all the maps you might have. So I've got, like, obviously base game maps. There's a bale stacking map, which is obviously base game, arena mode. So after Bally Springs, you can see they've actually still got Court Farms Country Park. So if I go back now quickly to Bally Springs, you'll see a difference. So I don't know if you notice the difference in the background. It's really difficult to tell. But so we'll set it at Court Farms and I'll just show you. So now what you're seeing is Court Farms custom lighting, but on this map. Now you can do that for any map. So if you really like the lighting within Court Farms, especially at night, it looks pretty decent. It's quite dark, and I'll let you discover it for yourself because it is just, yeah, really good. Of course, Oxy's done a brilliant job. You can see the sky now looks different. It's got more of a blue tinge to it, but I find that reds and blues and colours just stand out more. I don't know what you think, but I prefer this to Relight. I think Relight is really good. It's definitely an improvement on the base game, but personally, I think Oxy's, yeah, just wins it for me. So I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to stick to using the Court Farms lighting within Bally Spring. I think it's a good idea. So on that note, I am going to leave the video there. It's definitely been a productive one. Probably in the next episode we'll be doing some bales. We'll be moving the bales around, that's a certainty. We'll be putting them away. We might even do some slurry spreading. It depends where we're at. I'm hoping to move into June, and if we do, we're going to sell that soybeans, so we'll be bringing in some money, so we're going to be paying off hopefully some of the debt that we've got. But yeah, a really productive one. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a thumbs up because that does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one on Farming Simulator.